hit the ground. I had to get the blend doors and everything to work, and I broke it, so that's cool. Alright guys, what's going on? So today we're working on the Fox again, hopefully starting the air conditioning install. It's one of the biggest things this car needs, and so we're gonna start the whole process. I got everything from a junkyard recently. I paid the guy 400 bucks and he took basically every single bracket, compressor, line, condenser, evaporator, all that stuff. Took it off of like a grandma under 100,000 mile original Foxbody that I had in his yard and sold it all to me. So everything seems to be in really good shape. We've already tested a lot of the parts, so they look good. So today we're gonna be starting to do the install, which I highly recommend doing and looking in a junkyard and seeing if you can get every nut and bolt, because a lot of the little bolts and hardware and bracketry is very hard to find. So that's why I went with this. LMR does sell a kit, which is around the $700, $800 range. Everything, which is always good as well. If you don't want to spend that quite, you know, tip-top price shape, you can always go to a junkyard and try to get stuff in good shape. Don't buy junk if you know it's junk. Don't buy it. I knew all this stuff was good, so that's why I paid the money for it. Then when we have everything installed, we'll go to a shop and have everything fully evaporated and recharged, so I know it's all perfect. But this car is definitely starting to take shape. You can see it's a lot cleaner now, so I got Marty help me out. We got some shade up. Hopefully my HOA sends me a picture in the mail about this. I'm not allowed to do this technically, which is interesting. So you guys know I did my engine bay, or I pulled the motor out of my truck right here in this exact spot. Well, I actually got a letter in the mail from my HOA saying, yeah, we're gonna send you, I got a cease and assist, legitimately cease and assist, saying you cannot work on your engine or in your driveway, cannot do anything but change oil in a car in your garage with a garage shut. And I was like, well, that doesn't even make any sense. And I've been doing this for 6 years, so why is it all of a sudden an issue? But yeah, I guess we have new HOA people and they're very annoying and they don't really like me. So I guess to that I say welcome to the community. So we've already got the belt pulled off. Luckily, LMR does have a pretty extensive diagram on actually every belt you would need for this thing, which is pretty rad. So I was looking into this, which you can pause it if you need to, if I can get it to focus. And it kind of shows you basically every belt size you would need for your orientation, which is really helpful. They do have this on their website, which made it a lot easier when we were going to look for a belt. So I went ahead and I went to O'Reilly's, got some new R134 O-rings so we can replace all those. Brand new Gates belt, and then the adapters to put the 134 in it. And we're waiting on some heater hoses to get those hooked up, but in the summertime I could really care less about the heaters. We're mainly focusing on the air conditioning right now. But he's already got the top bracket off. Oh wow, yeah, that came off really easy. Just in the time I filmed this intro, he's got the upper bracket for the power steering off, and it just needs to be rotated, and then the AC bracket goes on and relocates it downward, and then the compressor will go right on top of that, and we'll be able to put our belt on. So it should be pretty simple. If I walk out in the back, you can see this is the stuff I got from the yard. All the lines are in very good shape actually. They're just dirty, and this stuff looks like crap, so we'll pull some of this off, get some heat shield product, silicone wrap to go around it. And then we got the compressor over there, which we've tested, builds pressure, bracketry, and the condenser is sitting over there. So I'll pull that stuff apart, clean it, repaint it, make it all look pretty. So got a good video, let's get into it. You can see this thing has an AC delete kit, which is what that bracket off the cylinder head is right there. And then the bracket that Marty's got in his hand. We're dripping out the water pump there. Nice. So the other thing you guys saw when I did the engine bay paint is I repainted the stock engine or stock radiator and I put that fan on it. It's not good enough. You guys have seen the cooling issues I've had with it. So I think we're going to be working with Champion on getting a larger fan setup and a larger diameter radiator with dual fans and a shroud. I've looked into the Contour stuff, which makes sense, but I just want a bigger radiator in general. So I think we're going to do the Champion setup. It's worked on all my friends' cars. It's worked in my cars, so I might as well continue doing it with this one. So we'll probably have a video with that in the upcoming months. All right, so this is basically what you would need for an AC delete kit if you're one of those guys that doesn't want AC in your car. Don't know the measurement of this belt, but it was on that diagram I just showed you. You would need that bracket and this bracket, which is on LMR, which is I'm pretty sure where this one came from. It's about 75 bucks for those two brackets, but I do have these. I'm not going to use them, so if you need them, I guess shoot me an Instagram DM if you're looking for that, because I'll sell those for like, I don't know, 40. I'll send you the belt and that for like 50 bucks. You can have the brackets in the belt, so hit me up on Instagram if you want that. I'll put the tag up on the screen. I'm not going to use it. Alright, we got our bracket all cleaned up. You can see there's no dirt or grease or nothing on it. It came out really good actually, so did some wire wheeling on it and then went ahead and did the rubbing alcohol on a rag to get all the other excess off. It's ready for primer, ready for some paint.
tight. There we go.
Okay, so we got our AC bracket on there. Like I said, I got everything with this. So we took our AC delete kit off. Marty's going in and wire wheeling the top part. There's a bracket that goes off the cylinder head that'll mount the AC compressor, and then our power steering bracket uses these bolts down below. I think these two actually right here, and it kind of hangs off to the side. And we got the correct belt at O'Reilly's. It was that 80, I think it was 84 and a half. But I'm gonna go ahead and degrease this one little corner because it kind of looks like crap. You can't really see in there when the AC and everything's on it, but I'll know it's a lot better. It'll look a lot nicer. All the nooks and crannies of this thing, if I can get it to look nicer, it'll ultimately make the whole engine bay look better. It doesn't look terrible. I think it can definitely use some cleanup, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean that out. Alright guys, so Marty went ahead and cleaned this up. Shout out to him. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you a little trick. So this is bare aluminum. There's a casting number right there for this guy. This is the one that sits on the head, and then the AC bracket kind of bolts on top like that. So this is bare aluminum clean, degreased, wire wheeled, whatever you want to call it. I'll show you a trick. Use some aluminum brightener. You can get it at Napa. This thing will look brand new. Alright, so this was actually really easy. Marty went and put it in while I was talking to my neighbor, and we went ahead and just bolted the bracket like you said, like we saw. There's a long stud that I got that goes all the way through this bracket into the cylinder head, which you can see right there. This thing has GT40 heads, which you can see, which now we were able to uncover. We couldn't see that before. And it's even got new freeze plugs. Check that out. Isn't that crazy? Through the long stud all the way through the bolt on the bottom. This thing's good. It just kind of comes down and rotates a little bit. That's the stock location. So now we're going to go ahead and put the AC bracket on and the AC pump and start running the lines. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Go ahead and fire this thing up. I haven't fired it up in about 2 weeks. So. No, my cold air. My hot air.
Drop some air just like this. This is gonna come over to here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna pull it off with this thing in here.
You
Hit the ground.
Hit the ground. Paint could.
Yeah, well, the lines are in my way right now.
Alright, keep going down.
Let's go to the right quick.
That's fine. I think it's, yeah, that's exactly where it goes. That's gotta be where it goes.
It's just gonna come forward a little bit more.
So relocate our line in the front, and we're good. So this thing just kind of has like little cradles that hold it on the bottom and the top. And there was a line that looks like the power steering cooling line or whatever that was in the way. I really kind of wish I painted that, but oh, I forgot to paint the rad.
No, it's not the right.
No. Yeah, I'm not used to that.
Oh, no.
Come on! Full band? Or big band?
I think it's big band. Big band.
Put a bracket on.
Big band.
I got it to fit. Oh, maybe that's why it never lined up before.
Too tight.
Alright guys, so we got everything installed. As you can see, we've got our condenser, evaporator, all that other stuff is in the engine bay. We have the compressor all routed, belts on, seems to work. We did start it, so I know everything works still. The belt's not gonna just fly off. And we have the one hose coming off of the actual condenser onto the compressor coming up and across here, which you can see. I would have painted that line if I didn't realize it went right there. And then we just got to do the one that goes back and around to the evaporator. But that one's pretty quick. Then the dryer will sit right here, which that will go into the evaporator. That's just sitting out. It was just getting painted. This was stuck in the firewall, and I managed to pull it out. However, when I managed to pull this out, I was taking the vacuum line out that goes to the ported vacuum for the AC to get the blend doors and everything to work, and I broke it, so that's cool. So that means I have to take the heater box back out. So all that work of me getting the dash in and fitted in the car, all the AC, vacuum lines are just kind of chilling there on the floor. I just had to route them up and then be done with this whole thing, and then I could have charged the AC. Now I gotta pull the dash back out so I can fix that one stupid vacuum line that broke, and then I gotta route all the other ones for the AC, which you can see right here. So there's still a lot to do. We're not done by any means, but the bulk of the work is done. I'm just definitely upset that I broke that one line, because that makes this entire process so much more difficult. But I'd say part one, the engine bay is pretty much done. I'm gonna go ahead and route those the other line and the dryer in this thing and just kind of get it all set away. But I have a good feeling I'm gonna have to pull the heater box back out so I can fix that vacuum line, so it's great. All right, guys, so I think that'll do it on this video with the Mustang. I'll call this part one, I think, unfortunately, because I broke that vacuum line and I need that little ported vacuum piece on the firewall that I'm missing. We're gonna pick this video back up on the following video, heading down to the junkyard. So I think that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. Since it does drive right now, I'm gonna hop in it, go down to the junkyard, and film another junkyard video for you guys, because I know you guys like those. And we're gonna be getting all the parts and pieces to hopefully fix and get everything vacuum actuated working. Then all we'll have to do is get a couple little wiring switches to work and make sure the compressor gets power and charge that thing, and it should all work. Hope this isn't going to be a big $1,000 project, but hopefully it'll all go well. So thank you guys a ton for watching. I appreciate it. Like the video if you did enjoy it. Let me do a thing down in the comments below. Anything I may have missed or want to look for, let me know. I would love that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.